All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back. Congratulations. We are live from the living room. I am JayRich, and today we have comedy in the building. And to make these guys feel at home, we're going to talk about everything comedy. We're going to do a check drop in the middle of their most important subject just to make them feel at home. Today we have Marlan. We have AB. No C? Yeah. AB No C?
You can say that too. I like that. That's one of my nicknames. AB No C.
That's how he told me what your name was.
Yeah, I mean
Amber.
But it's Amber. But
Amber.
AB No C. Some people.
All right, please tell the people what AB No C stand for.
AB stands for, the A stands for Amber. The B is my last name, Brenton, and no C. It's no C in my name.
Come on now. What's
the
other one?
You tried it.
What's the other one? What's the other one?
Why don't you say it, Derek? Say it, Derek.
Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I know you. I want to blow your thing up. Let's go.
Why are you scratching your eyebrow? Why the ending so loud? Eyebrow get
itchy. Cut that shit out.
It stands for Amber Brenton No Cock.
There it is.
There it is. Okay. Was that so hard?
Yeah.
Be yourself. We raw today.
Be yourself.
Okay. I'm in between two men. Like, I don't even want to. I don't even want to mention that.
You feel the pressure.
What now? You good?
Hell, that's too much.
She had to take a sip of water. She's like, fuck.
Because I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm sorry.
Yo, this is when you go to what's that swing club? Trapeze.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Like so here we are.
You about to tell your wife something different tonight.
Like, man, I thought it was a podcast. 3 other dudes there. They took me in the room and was like, show something. And I was like, or you can't leave.
He said it was live from the living room. I didn't know what type of live he was talking
about.
Yeah,
like live. Yeah. Live from they really live from the living room.
Next thing you know, you hear it. Welcome to Bang Bros. So this is what we're talking about.
Live from the living room.
Last but not least.
Sound like an episode though.
Yo, save it.
Like, if you put me under pressure, like I might end. That's why I got trying to be low key right now.
Last but not least, we got Derek Nicholson.
What up, JayRich?
Man, it's
this nigga.
Gotta be goaty. Shout out to them goaty niggas.
I know, right?
Crazy. All right, so first things first. I've been with Dave Chappelle getting in trouble with the trans community, right? Mm-hmm. I want to start with the most controversial joke you've ever told, and what caused the problem.
You want me to go first?
We let the lady go first, since she feel all the pressure.
I don't think I ever had a joke that was just controversial, but
what got you in the most trouble?
I had one time, my wife came to a show, and I've been doing this joke for a while.
Okay.
So, but this particular time, she was there, so I was like, and I know y'all bitches ain't so-and-so, so in the car ride, she was like, I don't think you should say that. Like, I know how they feel. You calling them bitches. And I'm like, it's comedy. And I'm a bitch. Like, how can they be mad at me? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're mad. How can they be mad? I'm a bitch, too. Like,
oh, man.
But that's the only one that I got a hard time with, though. That using that word. Okay. And basically just calling them, like, I was like, y'all
niggas love this
bitches. And
toxic
just
shit,
like,
man.
I got in the car. She was, I don't think you should be calling. Like, that was disrespectful. I would put myself in their shoes. I was like, first off, we don't even know these people, and I'm a bitch. Like, they can't be mad. But it's all that's it though.
You should have flipped it on her. You like, why you setting it up for these bitches, huh?
Yeah.
You got something to tell me?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
What you got, Marlan?
I'm not going to say controversial, but I'd say as a comedian, if you're in a relationship, any jokes about your privates or like aiming at the women in the audience and make your girlfriend ask you later, like, were you trying to bag or whatever? You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, like saying something to the lady.
Yeah, like if you kick too many jokes to the ladies, usually a significant other has an issue with that. Like they want to know how much
you
of it
flirting
is
on
jokes
stage
and how much and how much of it is.
Oh, I get pressed by this girl I know. We're gonna keep it at that. She thinks every female that comes on the show I smashed.
AB, what's up with that?
Yeah, did you?
I know one thing. I'm looking at the camera for this. You ain't gotta worry about him smashing me. Like, I'm not your typical female.
What you got, Marlan? What you got, Marlan?
I like pissing white people off. So,
all right.
I used to do the Jewish joke. I did it.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it's just certain nights. I'm like, hey, I'm already going down in flames. Why not go further? So I was like,
Oh damn.
did a Jewish joke about how Jewish survivors play the numbers on their arms for lottery.
Oh.
And the crowd was like,
Yo, that's funny because I got that
if
humor.
anything, like white people, I know they wanted to say nigga, but they they didn't want to do it. But I know the look on your face when you like nigga, like what the. So.
What if you hear Powerball off the number though?
Man, hey,
it's like a blessing and a curse.
That's karma though. Like, you know what I mean, for everything you went through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what about everybody else that don't win?
but they gone though. Like
you won for them, like, you know.
you won for them.
Yeah.
They didn't fuck with me anyway. Nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. All right, so before we get into the more serious subjects, I want to hit y'all guys with a couple quick hitters. What's the difference between a bikini and underwear?
When you can wear outside, when you can't.
No, it's not a trick question. Like, do y'all see a difference? Is there a difference? It's not.
Underwear can be like a wide variety, right? Mm-hmm. Underwear.
So the reason why I say
wear
this,
underclothes.
yeah, you're supposed to. But okay, so essentially, when I say this, when I see women on Instagram and stuff like TikTok, right? Mm-hmm. When they have underwear on versus bikini wear, what's the difference? If there's a difference,
Bikini's supposed to be sexy.
Supposed to be. Okay.
Underwear. I just think of underwear as just underwear. Like,
okay.
No matter my bra, my briefs, whatever I'm wearing that day, depending on the month, time of the month, I may have on briefs. I may not. But
Really getting to know you today, AB.
you said be yourself. I'm just I'm trying to educate y'all.
This is a safe space. This is a safe space.
Yeah, he's laughing. It's not that. You know why?
Yeah.
You're not used to that, so whatever I'm having on, but like,
I know you wore briefs when you were heavy flow.
no, that's.
And I did not know that. I did not.
I don't. I'm saying you put my underwear. Maybe you're right, and then you put the briefs on top.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what studs do because, like, when they get that time, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm listening.
This is enlightening.
Because when they get that time of month, like that boy stud stuff go out the window. Like I'm digging in the bottom of my drawer for the underwear. But like, I really don't know the difference like that.
This is educational.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach you guys so y'all will understand. Like,
so once a month a stud taking me.
Yeah, once a month you gonna take that.
Once a month,
Oh man, you made my eye sweat a little bit.
I give it up. I give up everything once a month.
For Lent.
I'm just saying, like.
Oh my god!
It's that time of the month that I just let my hair down.
I'm glad we ran into that. All right, so I want to talk about different comics. Everyone has a style, a preference, and that also is the reason why people say this person's good, this one's not. Me personally, I like storytellers, whereas other people like the quick hidden jokes, or something just like fire off rapid fire punchlines, right? Jokes. Mm-hmm. Would you guys have a preference, a style, or what separates comics from one of the two categories I just named?
We said rapid fire and what else?
Rapid fire comics, just like I would say more like Red Fox, like it was just joke, premise, joke. Mm-hmm. Whereas somebody else, Carlin's, the Chappelle's, Eddie Murphy, Pryor, give you more story, take you on a journey, then big climactic laugh.
You saying which one do we prefer?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. It depends on the crowd. If I'm doing like an all black crowd, you usually got to come out swinging anyway. If it's that type of crowd, so that's rapid fire for me.
Okay.
That type of crowd, but with more so mainstream, I can kind of take a seat, kind of relax and actually tell a story. I can do that. It just depends on the crowd. Some people don't want to hear a story.
Yeah. What about you?
I think with me. Okay. I try to make sure when I'm doing comedy, I have on my briefs and my pants, But I think that I do both. I think it depends on my time. If I'm doing open mics, like he said, I'm ready to. But every one of my jokes that I'm coming at the punchline, it comes from a story anyway.
Okay.
So it's like it's coming from those times when I have to do 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So I'm really a storyteller, but when I'm at these open mics, I'm bamming them with. I'm using those jokes. I'm cutting off that story.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What about you, D?
Joke, premise, punchline, and then I believe in the storytelling in between. I believe that you should be able to do it like AB and Marlan do this well too, like where you there's jokes written in there, but the person sitting down in front of you won't be able to tell. Like they'll think that it's just a story or whatever, but like it's actually written in a way
for the setup.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. But like there are people that like where you can see it coming with the joke. But I think if you can weave it right, you won't be able to tell. It'll just sound like a conversation.
Okay.
Because when you're doing comedy anyway, you're writing your jokes like, and it's going to lead up to that punchline. So you should be that punchline. You can shorten that. If I got to do 3 minutes, I can still tell those same jokes from the story. But I just know that it got to be a little short. Got to get. So you got to, like you said, you got to find all types of ways to get to that punchline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you guys said, depending on your room, an open mic, all black room, you got to come out swinging, right? If you're the first comic, you got to set the stage. Most people, like if you go on, you watch a few comics go on before you, you kind of see what kind of response they're getting from the crowd, right? If you're the first comic, how are you reading the crowd?
I'm first a lot for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
So when I go up, it's just like, yeah, you do got to play with a lot. But if the crowd reads your confidence, I learned that. However you feeling, so I just go up to like, I'm going to make, I don't care who it is. So it's all about your energy. So I don't think that matters, the crowd. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because if you're confident with, you got to make them believe you. Yeah. So when I go up there, like, no matter what I'm saying, like, I make sure that I'm engaged, like, I'm looking at, you kind of get what I'm saying? And having good energy, because they're going to feed off that. So, like, if you make them believe no matter what, it's going to be, no matter, to me, it don't matter the crowd. But I get what you're saying about the crowd. Yeah. But when you got 3 minutes, you ain't got time to be trying to lead up to no story, honey. You need to.
You got to come out swinging.
But you're going to tell one story or something like that.
It better be a good ass story.
Well, you can have stuff, your story got to be so short you can't be able to, so like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that much time.
Try to go make like a headline to do a 5-minute set to see how that work out.
Yeah,
try to make Chris Rock get up there and do 5 minutes. He gonna be like, Nick, what?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure he can do it. I'm sure he can do it, but I prefer not.
Like if you're not doing 5 minutes and not on stage, like we going open mic after this open mic. Yeah. If you think about when I first started doing comedy, and they were like, get on these stages, you need to find you a good 5 minutes, because I just started to get on open mic stages. Yeah. I'm like, you mean 5 minutes to make these people laugh?
And then get on?
That shit seems like a long time.
Yeah, because it takes work. Like, in order to, you got to keep doing it until you find it.
So, with that being said, let's reverse engineer. So, the bigger name comedians that got to do longer 45s an hour sets, right? Mm-hmm. They probably can't do 5 minutes right now because unless they're working on new material, they're like workshopping. Yeah. So when you got to reverse engineer it, what do you think would be harder to do? That 5 minute set, or working up to that hour? Because some people can't do hours.
That's hard for the people that doing 5 minutes. Yeah. Yes, 45 minutes is like hard. Like,
that's a marathon versus running a sprint.
But before you have 30 minutes, if somebody asks you to do 30 minutes when you're at that point of trying to get your tight 5, your tight 70, your tight 10, no, you can't do it, because you don't even know how to like. He has more experience, so he knows how to talk to the crowd in between the jokes. Yeah, like, you know what I mean. And when you're new, you're so nervous, like you can't talk to them. Yeah, like, you don't even know. You're trying to keep your shit together. You know what I mean? Somebody will throw you off. You'll start a conversation with the crowd. You don't know how to end it now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you're just talking back and forth with this lady in the front row. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Keep what he said. He said a tight 10, 15 minutes. This cats running around here like, I got an hour. Most of the hour ain't worked out. So you don't know if it's gonna work or not. Yeah. So you can walk. I can walk around and say, hey, I got 5 hours of comedy. I ain't worked out 5 hours of comedy. Yeah. You gotta work. It gotta work.
It gotta work, yeah.
I just got lucky, and he can tell you, like, I was writing 4 different, like 30-minute sets. But this when I first started, I didn't know like Get 5 just start off. You remember when I was throwing my show? I would headline all my shows before I even got known on the open mic stage. So it's like I just got lucky that I would like write something. You came to my show like knew every show.
There at the show.
Like something new, so like I was like, I just got lucky, like, cause I didn't know how to start, so I thought I had to start off right in 30 minutes.
But that stripper joke you got where you dance with the mic stand, that was new.
Oh yeah, see, I used to do that, but not knowing. I wish I would have just started off, just ease into that, cause I'm thinking every time I do a show, I gotta get him a whole new 30 minutes.
I thought the same way when I started. I thought the same way. I'm like, I gotta give him a different set every day. It's like, no, how you gonna give him a different set? You ain't even figured this one out yet. So I'm like, you're right. So they was like, do the same jokes.
And then that's what I found out what consistency was. Because I didn't know what consistency was. Consistency means this joke works.
Yeah.
It worked here, it worked there.
You knew what consistency. I'm sorry, you knew what consistency meant, but hey.
I knew it. Yeah.
You saying in comedy, okay?
Yeah, in comedy. In comedy. Yeah.
I'm like, man.
Yeah, in comedy.
I'm gonna take you to open up the dictionary.
So I'm glad we ran into that. So how long do you guys keep a joke working or a particular set before you switch it up? Is there an expiration date? Like you start circling back to the same room? You like, they know this set already. How many times do you work the set before you start switching up?
It depends on what rooms you're going to, because like if you're going to, it's different people in these rooms every night. They never seen you before. Like the Atlanta open mic scene is crazy.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Like 3 million of us.
Yeah. And you can't leave your best joke on the table. You go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like Steve Harvey said, he told the same 25 jokes until they paid him $500,000 for those same 25 jokes.
Yeah.
He said first they paid him $10, and then now they paying him $500,000.
Okay.
Because you got to perfect those jokes. The more you say,
and the joke has to, the joke changes and grows as you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because you're trying to get the right wording to say this the same every time you say it. There's a way you said it when it hit, and you got to say it that way every time to make sure that it hits like that. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a workout. You're training for the Olympics. Like when you out here hitting stages at Cats and all that stuff, you building your set to go up on the road, like to go do these improvs and funny bones and stuff like that. So you working out, like see what hits the most, and that's what it's like a greatest hits album when you go and do those big stages. You're doing your greatest, your most laughed jokes, so you can get that solid 25 and then be able to come back if they ask you.
Yeah.
Just go up there and kill.
Earlier, you mentioned like if you had a significant other or something like that and doing crowd work and have too much interaction with the opposite sex, it made me think of this question. What's worse, seeing one of your exes at your show or seeing one of your side pieces at the show?
Well, I never had no side piece at a show, but I ran into an ex.
Okay.
funny.
I mean,
that boy quick on his feet too. Like I ain't never had no side piece.
There's too many people watching right now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, quick on his feet.
But like it's two ways, man. Like you got the mic, man, and we all know how to roast. So part of you know what I mean, there's a part that want to be like, all right, now I can fuck around and I can say some shit. I can kill this right here. But there's another part of you too that's like, got to be graceful. Yeah. Gracious, because they still a person just came to see the show.
The hecklers. Some people are better going back and forth with the crowd, going back and forth with the audience versus their set, like doing improv. I'm not going to say any names, but certain people really get thrown off their game when the hecklers come because you're in the middle of something that you've been working on. You got a tight 15, a tight 30, whatever your set is, and then you got this one person that's drunk and it's just distracting everything. How do you guys handle hecklers? Like, what's your theory? How you go about it?
You can use hecklers. I just use them with a joke.
Yeah, they usually help me.
Really?
I don't really like them, but I know how to get with them and kind of.
Have you ever had to kick somebody out?
Cause whatever, I be going by this. Like, what if the heckler talking and I can get some jokes or laughs off of him? Yeah, I'll ride off whatever's funny. Like, okay, this funny. Let me go. Let's keep going, keep talking. Yeah. Like I'm saying, if the crowd dying, now if the crowd now, I don't know. I ain't never had a situation to that.
Okay, y'all lucky then. What about you?
You gotta pick your battles. Like that's all I gotta say. Pick your battles, because I mean, it's different levels to hecklers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's
Because some
levels.
people like you can have that back and forth, and then some people just
Yeah, some help your show, and some just they want to be knocked the fuck out. So
that's the only issue.
you know, like it depends on the crowd. Like I said, it's like Memphis can be a tough city.
ooh.
It can like that club can be a tough city, and what people got to realize is though they're funny too, without the microphone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So if you ain't got a good comeback for a heckler, just go on with your set, bro, because you gonna go out
They
with
hit you with that. Look here, man.
Yeah.
I'm from Tennessee,
better-
so
you
yeah,
better
you said it.
You better have a like. As soon as you hear "What's up, man?" Like, what you say? And then, all right, that's my time, y'all. See
What's
y'all
up?
later.
Yeah, that was up, man. Give me anxiety. It took me back to hospital.
If y'all from Tennessee, like you hear "What's up, man?" You better duck, because they about to fire your ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts. It just made the back of my neck
Little
hurt.
shoulders ass nigga. You like what? What's going on?
Oh, it hurts.
My shoulders little. Big ear, big head ass nigga. Like,
I didn't even know my shoulder was little.
just pick your battles when it comes to hecklers. That's all I'll say.
Best city for comedy. Best stage to work. Worst and your worst. Give me your best and your worst.
Atlanta's the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Atlanta.
Hometown. Okay.
Hometown, Atlanta.
Best, I'm gonna have to say DC.
Okay. Why DC?
You know, it's just diverse. You know, you politicians, regular people, all this, like it's just a gumbo of everything, and it's like you can work on anything out there. I love Atlanta. Like Atlanta's my home base, cool, but there's just something about DC for me where I have just the best shows. You know?
I feel like if you can do shows in Atlanta, you can go
Yeah.
and it's easier everywhere else.
Absolutely.
To me, that's
Really?
to me.
Okay.
Because I think it's easier. But I haven't been everywhere, but I've been to a couple. I went to Chicago. Chicago was pretty fun.
Yeah.
LA.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. But I still felt
That
like,
didn't give you a
this
lot of
is
feedback in
great.
LA, huh? Because
Yeah,
I've heard this from musicians. Like they'll rock with your set, like from a music standpoint, but they're not giving you much feedback. Like they'll just be like this.
Yeah,
You're like, man, I fuck with you, bro.
It's a
But everybody else, they rocking with the show, and you know what I'm saying. They just where they give you your love is different.
it's a city full of people that, you know, it's Hollywood. They gonna act Hollywood with your ass.
I went in the middle. I don't know if it's the
Everybody's
same
an actor or
experience.
something, right?
Yeah, everybody out there, nothing impresses them niggas. It's kind of like what this is turning to out here. You can't impress these niggas out here. Everybody, you either viral or you want something. Like it's something.
Okay. All right. Comedic integrity. I know how serious stealing jokes can be. Have you guys ever had to run down on a comic for stealing your bit?
Yeah. Dudes keep stealing my jokes too. Cut it out, man.
I heard. I
love it.
Yo, you hear the energy in his voice? He
Man,
like,
tell him, man. Tell him
everything else he
again.
said with a
I'm tired
smile.
of it.
Everything else he said with a smile. That when he
Like
came
people
out,
was
like
really
he,
stealing. I ain't
Nah,
never.
cats are stealing my jokes, yo. And
Most
you know what I mean?
was
I'm
it
cool.
the same joke?
So I just
Was it-
nah, different ones.
Really?
Like, you know what I mean? Like yeah, like
You
different-
heard them?
Yeah,
They did it in front of you?
yeah. Last one just did it in front.
What you say, son?
I ain't say nothing to him. I'm cool. I'm just saying, stop stealing jokes, yo.
He ain't cool. He can knock us.
Right?
Nah,
right,
your
right.
voice had that "What's up, man" energy.
Nah, write your jokes, yo, because like it take me time, yo. Like I write this stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I be at home and I be thinking.
It's plagiarism, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and then a dude come out, he hit me at an open mic when I'm practicing the joke, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't say it a bunch of times. I'm just practicing it.
Uh-huh.
It's not ready. But they done heard it, and now they take a piece, or they take the whole shit.
Yeah.
And then I go to another mic, and I hear them, you know, kicking it. I'm like, come on.
Translation: his office hours are from 9 to
Man,
5.
you want help, holler, man. I help everybody, so. You want help.
I mean, but you got to say something though, right? Because
I
they're gonna
said
keep doing
like,
it.
Nah, like it's integrity, like you said, yo. It's gonna come to light. Like what I've been doing now is I just post my shit. You know what I mean? So it's like
Timestamp.
Timestamp.
You know what I mean? So now, when a dude kicked the Joe Biden joke, I can go back to my timestamp. When a nigga kicked my practice joke, I can go back to my timestamp.
Yeah.
When a nigga kicked my weed joke, I can go back to my timestamp. And niggas gonna see this, so you know who you are. You know what I mean?
Y'all heard him. If you on the live, man, stop.
And if you ain't on the
stealing.
live, they're gonna tell you. And you know who you are, so.
It's that, but you also like if you still
You like, damn, I came here to steal from you. This nigga talking about me.
Probably. It's some open mics where I'll be like, I don't wanna do nothing new. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah, It's I mean, it's that too. But you know, if you stealing my shit and I don't see you having no future in this shit, I'm not gonna care. I'm like,
that's how I felt too.
You know, I'm like, I'm like, you're not going nowhere. Like, who's gonna believe you wrote this shit? I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna go behind you and do it better.
Exactly.
So,
that's what I do too.
Yeah, so or I might beat you.
It's your joke, so nobody's gonna be able to do it better.
So some niggas are chameleons. Some niggas can do it.
What's the? I know every comic has. Well, I guess most fans don't know this, but comics usually have like the darkest lives. But that's also where the brilliance of the comedy comes from, right? So, with that being said, I know a lot of comics have a lot of idiosyncrasies. Have you noticed any strange or eccentric behavior behind stage before you're going on that you can speak to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got?
Speak about myself, I guess. I gotta smoke, like, you know what I mean, before I go up. Like, that's about it, I guess.
Okay, you basically a rapper.
I go through like some little rap shit before I go up. Yeah, I go
Okay, you a rapper. I need to drink a little bit, smoke a little bit, eat some M&Ms.
Yeah.
What about y'all? What y'all say?
Like, what do we do or what have you seen?
Both.
I mean, I pace. I mean,
That's your nerves?
yeah.
Okay.
I get real cold. Like I'm anemic, so like my hands get real cold before I go up.
Oh, you love it here then.
I've seen, you know, niggas, you know, do a line, go up, kill. I'm like, damn, I need some of that shit.
Well, I don't care. I can't do that.
Yeah, he's back there.
Yeah, I'm like, literally, like, it's, you know, people saw Richard do it. Like,
I mean, but
held his own.
that speaks to his pain too, though. That's what people don't understand. But like, it's kind of like certain people when they talk about baseball, like if you use steroids, yeah, it might make you faster and stronger. But if you're nice, you're nice. Like you still gotta hit the ball. Like if you do the drug, it might make you looser or it might make you more free, but you still gotta be funny, right? Yeah. What about you? What's your routine?
I just pray and just take it. Cause like I can see why. I ain't gonna say I can see why people do that, but like your nerves, they may be going through something, but the nerves is like, like you have anxiety, but as soon as you get up there, you good. But it's just like
that step right before, right?
You're so nervous because you know, like, you know your purpose. Like if you know your purpose, you're gonna be real nervous no matter what. You get what I'm saying? Like I know that when I go out there, it can either change my life, somebody can see me, and I can change somebody else's life. You know, so it's like it's just that's the nerve for me. It just so I just pray and just keep taking a deep breath till I get up there. I be like, God, thank you, please. Let's just go there. I'm just telling you how I be. This is how I be looking.
Yo, did she just do the future prayer for all the trap niggas?
Yeah, she did. That's what popped in my mind when she did it. I'm like,
okay, I ain't wrong, man. Because I felt it.
You know how much that take off for you when you do take that first
And I gotta stand like Superman for like 1 minute.
The host don't help though. The host don't help because it be hosts that be pump faking you. Like, yeah, I'm about to break up the next comic, and then they get another big laugh, and they put the microphone stand back behind him. I'm like, oh, he about to do 20 more minutes. Now my nerves really about to be bad because I don't know when he gonna call me up. I don't know if he's gonna stop. But it's the pump fake for me. That's what makes it worse.
And then I always, for some reason, feel like I gotta do number 2. Like I just got here. Like don't do me this way. But yeah.
Oh man. That's funny.
I'm gonna tickle you before you go on stage.
Don't do it.
Release the stress.
I was like, nothing happened. I was good the whole time. All of a sudden, my stomach just started bubbling. I'm like,
every time I see her before she go on stage, I'm like, hey, come here. Yeah.
you like, man, you know I got
good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know I got it.
Hey, you up next, right? Yeah, okay.
But I was like, if that ever happened to me, it's just gonna be a joke. I done shit it every guy. Imagine that.
Oh, you go viral. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess God wouldn't bless all trap niggas that day.
Right. Put your mask on. You're not gonna smell it again. Put your mask on.
Man, what do you guys think about bisexual Superman?
I thought it was his son that was bisexual. Is Superman?
Don't make me lie, bro. I don't know. I
thought it was his son. I'm like, hey, he's
his son?
I don't think they need to change the characters. I think they just need to write characters.
New characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I mean,
that's different. Okay.
write a new.
I'm like, what is he, a super top or a super bottom?
Oh,
I was going to say that, but I'm glad he said it first.
but if he's bisexual,
I mean, he would have to be a bottom, bro, because, you know, he out here killing ass.
so you saying he could take anything?
Okay, now I'm exiting the conversation.
I mean, I'm open-minded, so we here now.
I started it. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, you brought it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to live with the bit.
I mean, it is. They're incorporating. You know, like they're trying to get people.
Inclusive.
Yeah, they're trying to include everything because, I mean, it's just what they want to do. It's just the program right now. So,
I think we need a black Superman first, though.
I thought Michael B was supposed to be the black.
That's what Dan talks to. So I'm like, you need to push that, and then you know what I mean. Like we're still behind the curve on a lot of stuff. You know
Well, that's what I was gonna ask about. So I remember I had a customer. It was a younger white girl, and then she made one of those. You know how people get there? They don't have original thoughts. They just get all their arguments from the internet. So she just said something about. She said something about like black people getting roles that for superheroes that used to be all white, right? And her argument was like, well, why don't we just take Black Panther and make him white? And I'm
Black
like,
Panther?
right. And I'm like, you got all this history of all these white characters. You don't see why there's a need for inclusion or to make new, like my man said, make new characters. So somebody from the gay community might say same thing, inclusion, or you said the compromise would be to include new characters, right?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? New characters or rewrite old ones?
I mean, I would love to see some new characters. I mean, that's dope. I mean, but
Power bottoms?
You stupid. You stupid. No, but I mean, but they keep the old characters around because for nostalgia reasons. Like
right.
Batman's still around, Superman's still around. Like we always gonna see the Hulk. We always gonna see Iron Man. They always gonna be around. But I would love to see some new characters though. That'd be dope.
Okay, let me say something to that though, right?
Go for
When
it.
he mentioned the Hulk, it made me think, right?
If he was a power
is the
bottom?
Hulk, no. if they made the Hulk pleasant, would he still be the Hulk? If he got super happy instead of super angry, is it still the Hulk? Like, you know what I mean? Like certain of these
Super
characters,
happy. He'd be like the creepy white guy at work then, right?
That's what I thought. But like, is it still?
I
the
mean,
Hulk?
like, cause
you know?
I don't know about y'all, but like people that
are.
smile too much, that's too happy, I feel nervous. Like they got a body in the trunk, right?
Just the only person I can I can tolerate smiling all the time is Mr. Rogers. I'm like, it has to be the nicest white guy in the world. Him and Bob Ross, them two.
Yeah, we're gonna put a nice tree right there.
Yeah.
It's just real cool
It's so
and calm, right? But
soothing.
but it's not even that hype happy though. It's that calm. I've done the shrooms. I got a little
Clear
high.
dry eyes.
It's like Mike Tyson right now, but even Mike Tyson's still scary.
Yeah, man. An interview with him and fucking Bootsy.
Boosie,
Yeah, man, that shit's right, boy.
he's like, yeah. Sometimes I can't shut the fuck up, man. Yeah. So why don't you? Yo, Mike is still like, dude be 67. Now I'd be like, bro, I'm sorry. I put my hands and elbows on the table so I don't look like a threat at anything. Like he'll say something in the conversation and just make you like, he can go any minute.
Yeah.
He's ticking time bomb. Like,
Yeah.
But he calmed down a lot. I mean,
He's more,
it's the weed. He should have started smoking.
Well,
weed
he would say, the weed and the not the shrooms, but the toad. He does lick the toad.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact name of it, but that's what they call it, right?
Spinal.
It's not the ayahuasca, right? It's not.
Nah.
Okay, it's something totally different. Okay. Yeah, but so with that being said, okay, getting into the Dave Chappelle special, how do you guys feel as comics? Did he go too far? Was he respectful of the community? Give me your takes on it. Why you looking at her? Was she had to be the spokesperson? Like she got drafted?
I'm speaking for the gay community. They looked at me like, that's your topic. I'm not talking on that gay stuff.
Y'all treat her like an expansion team in the NFL draft. Like,
No, like she just like she had the posture that she was about to answer first. That was just, like she had.
I don't.
No, she was praying for the trap niggas.
Yeah.
I don't. I think because I see comedy as you that's what we do. Like, we say stuff that people want to say. Like, you know how many people that want to say, he didn't say nothing. I don't, you know what? Maybe I'm not fully educated on being gay. You have to have a master's degree. I feel like I'm in the beginnings. Because I don't understand what's right and wrong yet. Like,
Oh my God.
You don't have a master's degree.
I thought like being gay was like, I put on my little outfit, dress like a dude, and just be me. And just, but it's just so much.
That's how it used to be.
It's just so much that, oh man,
I'm sorry.
it's just so much that goes into it now. Like, cause I'm like, am I really like? Why don't I understand what he said wrong? Like,
Well, that's what I was thinking too.
comedy. When you talk about, think about
but
comedy.
I'm a
you talk
straight
about
black
gay.
man.
You don't qualify.
Oh yeah, you straight though. So you trying to look at it from my point of view.
Not even yours because you're not trans.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's but that okay. So trans doesn't necessarily make you gay, right? Because what I'm learning from hearing other people talk, they feel like they've been misidentified.
Oh, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So like, if I date a transgender man, do that still make me?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't know.
That's why I said I'm not fully educated in my own. But you gotta have a master's degree. You cannot come
Who has
into
a
gay.
master's?
One of these.
Where's
I
the
need.
university? Where's the school at?
It got.
Right, yeah.
I feel like you have to take
That's
that.
a
Like
better
I feel like I'm
question.
just
Where
getting out
would
of
it
high
be?
school and
Would
finna
it-
go
would
to
it be-
college.
would
with
it be
this
in
gay
San
thing.
Francisco?
Oh, y'all are hilarious. And motherfucking y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like I want this.
Like, y'all doing this shit that they accused him of, but he didn't do shit. Like he made a joke about discrimination. He ain't make a joke about trans.
I want to stand up
No,
for
he
the
made a
community,
trans
but
joke.
y'all, I can't.
I'm talking
I
about the one
can't.
about the
I'm
niggas
not
getting
educated.
killed like that. The one he said about baby or whatever.
The
when he
baby
was
killing
like,
somebody in Walmart.
Yeah, that joke right there is not actually about trans people. It's about discrimination and a lack of somebody standing up for racism. You know what I mean? Like, and it's true. We can get killed by the millions, by police, by each other, by disease, by whatever. Nobody cares.
And he
But
said
then
he
you say
done- he
something
love
about somebody else.
Yeah, well, so okay, so what I've learned in listening, because what I tend to do when I don't understand something, you can't tell another person why they should be angry, right? But so what I'd like to do is I like to seek out opposing arguments or different opinions. Go ahead,
Okay, so we're gonna break this down.
go for it.
Dave Chappelle went on a hiatus after Chappelle Show. And
Right.
He made a comeback around 2013.
Some say it's
7
a
years after he never stopped performing, but 7 years after the show ended, he resurfaced on TV. They think he came back to just being one of the greatest of all time. He came back, he was getting booed at colleges. He had to work his way back up to the totem pole. So
He was getting booed at colleges,
Yeah, he was
getting booed. He had a rough time
hours in
coming back.
clubs trying to get his.
trying to get his bearings back.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Netflix, they saw his worth, offered him $60 million for one, maybe two specials. So I guess he signed a deal with them, and ever since that first special, I guess he made it his mission just to let his voice be heard about certain topics, and then he picked one. He was like, "Oh, this is what make y'all mad. All right, I'm gonna do this for 4 specials straight and see how y'all like it after that."
Yeah.
So I didn't look at this past one as a special. I just looked at him as just trolling. he's
Really?
trolling people at this point. He's like, I can do what I want to. Y'all can't cancel me. Netflix ain't gonna take it down. They put so much money behind me that you can't cancel me. So you're gonna hear what the fuck I have to say. And if you don't like it, oh well. I said before, I don't have a problem with them. I don't hate
He gave
transgender.
look at the story that he gave at the end. Do y'all
That's what
get
I
it?
was saying.
don't
He
hate
built up.
transgender.
Before he got there, he let you know that I don't hate him. I want to go ahead and let y'all know. Like he built up to that. But when you're doing comedy, you able to talk. Not talk about whatever, but it's comedy.
I mean,
like
but yeah,
a lot
there
of it
was
he
a
may
time
have
when you
meant,
could.
but a lot of it he probably extended it to make people laugh.
Yeah.
That's coming right
Like
now.
the Beyond, like the
gonna
Beyond Me
laugh.
joke. Yeah.
That
People
was-
laugh.
It was
Like
funny, but yeah.
But
Like,
how
white
is
people
that
like
harder
racist
than Eddie
jokes.
Murphy
Yeah.
talking about the
It's funny.
gay dude sitting on the top of the car as a siren. You know what I'm
That-
saying? Like,
But also, like,
comedy
when
used to
That
be
just
able to
made
say
me
what you
cringe.
want.
That just made all the PC in me cringe. Because that's funny when he's doing
Yeah.
But the internet will they'll educate you on some shit too. Because Chappelle Show ran for what 2.5 seasons. Let's say 2.5 because the
Yeah.
third season didn't count.
Yeah.
He said nigga how many times on that show and went in on black people on that show. Like nobody
Right.
said shit.
Nothing.
Not a word. So he's very educated.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude.
Yeah.
He's using
And that's the brilliance of a good
He's using
comedy.
his his power, the power he has to say what he wants. That at the end of the day, he just wants to say what he wants and not be judged for it. That's what he wants, and he's saying that some people use the LGBTQ to hide behind.
So you think I ain't the only one to forget the letters.
Yeah,
Because he's saying it's so much other
Right.
stuff going on in the world.
Yeah.
But y'all use that.
They use that as a as a cushion to do and say what the fuck you want to. Because if let's just say like, hey, Caitlyn Jenner, like I don't like her views. They can be like, oh, you don't like her views, so you must be trans. Like, I'm like, whoa, I just said I didn't like her views.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, so I had the understanding that he was being respectful, right?
Yeah.
As much as he could while making it funny and telling a friendship, talking about the friendship with Daphne, right? So
I think he don't have an issue with that community or us.
I'm
saying us. I think he really do genuinely care about people. He just trying to talk about some issues that going on. It has nothing. I don't think he have a problem with that people.
So that's what I was thinking too.
Transgender women, however you want to say it.
So for what I've seen with certain people that make arguments, a disagreement of, I don't think gender is blank. If you don't believe that gender is a fact, as Dave Chappelle says it, or most, I would say most people figure it's two genders. And where you have another side of the community that says there's multiple genders. There's male, female, non-binary, fluid, and then the other 28. There's like 28 in certain.
Fluid is the new one.
Yeah,
Fluid, I like that word. He talk. You articulate your words so well, and I had to throw that out. Like I'm
gave me the right person. You speak so well.
You speak so well.
Yeah, public education. Hey, but even with that being said, though, is if you don't agree with a certain person, they'll just throw the label on you, and now it's like you got to fight that.
You're homophobic now, like,
right?
Whoa, like
because
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, so like if a straight man says he doesn't want to have sex with a trans woman, you can't say he's transphobic. He just doesn't want to have.
What celebrity did they try that with? Like, I guess somebody trans tried to kiss him on like on a network, and then he kind of backed off. And I think it might be
the actor from The Chi.
I think so.
They had to rewrite his character out.
I think so.
Like,
Isaiah something.
Why they?
Well, the guy that played, I don't know the actor's name. I know his character was Reggie from The Chi.
Yeah, I know. What you're talking
and
about.
they wrote him off, and then brought in the new guy.
But it was on like a reality show type thing. He was sitting next to a trans woman, and then she tried to give him a hug and whatnot, and like in a kiss, and he was like, "Whoa, like don't do that." Like,
he was just saying basically that was on TV.
Yeah, it was on TV. Yeah, and then he got so much backlash where like, why did you want to like kiss her back? I'm like, nigga, like y'all tripping, Come on now. He really faced backlash for that. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, it's a sticky situation, but it's a hard thing to navigate. And even like you said it tongue in cheek, like you ain't got your masters. Like nobody necessarily said something consistent enough where everybody can say, okay, these are the rules in which the lines are painted, and this is where we gotta walk in.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like we need more defined rules, I guess. To figure this out, like it's damn near like when what's the old pimp name Iceberg Slim that had a pimp dictionary.
Yeah.
Like it's damn near we need. Well, we do have so many terms now, like gender fluid. I didn't know. Do y'all? How old were y'all when y'all found out what a cisgender person was?
What?
So us being straight black men, not black anything, but us being straight men, we're considered cisgendered men.
What does the cis part mean?
I don't have the correct term right now, but I know it's to declare us a certain. I don't want to misspeak.
All these titles are killing me.
I know, but it's so much new vernacular to learn, and it's like, okay, so it's like you have teach the children and let them evolve within the new information, and then you have us where it's like we want to let people evolve and do what comes natural to them, and then you have like the generation before us where it's like y'all going to hell.
I mean, it's like 7 different kind of monies right now. You know what I mean? Like
crypto.
There's people that don't.
Did you just compare
really understand
genders
money
to monies?
Why can't I?
Who got bitcoins?
How many different ones are there though? How easy is it to explain that to someone?
There's over 3,000 different versions of Christianity.
And that too.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's just Christianity.
And there's one Jesus. Legend. That's another conversation.
Why you look up to the side when you say that? You waiting on something?
Talking to Jesus. Is it 3,000?
3,000. I'm just putting it out there. But
wait. Conspiracy theory, and I haven't been smoking. But
exactly.
Did you just say Andre 3000 was the what? He's a link.
Yep. Andre he's the God right now. Andre 3000.
These are jokes. Not
I'm about to
Yeah,
get up
this
and
right there.
head
Yeah,
out.
These are jokes. Tongue in cheek. But so, I didn't want to make you feel the pressure of speaking for the LGBT.
Oh no, I'm glad that you asked that because I just feel like now I got to the point that I can be myself and like not work. You know, like the hard part is like just being able to be you because if you grew up in the time that I guess I can say like early 2090s, you weren't that comfortable. I'm from the country. I'm from Cairo.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna be like that comfortable with being gay. So first off, me being able to be comfortable and be myself is already like okay. I'm still in that part. So
Okay.
all that what they say, I'm just happy that people just okay with me right now being myself and no matter if I'm gay or not. Like
yeah.
She right. Back then, like if you knew, you knew. If you didn't, you didn't. Like you didn't really pressure nobody.
You ain't finna just
like yeah. I mean, they be like she might like her. Like, but you left it alone.
Yeah, so now me being confident in myself is like what he's saying. Maybe I don't look at it like that. Like, and even when I'm doing open mic, every time I get off stage, somebody gonna joke about it. It's funny though, but I'm so confident in myself that it's funny to me. I don't care. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like I hear it all the time in comedy clubs. As soon as I get off, they gonna say
the
something about
non-comics that that are in there like you just gonna let them talk to you like that, and then bam, Cat's Cafe shut down. You like
so I'm glad you brought that up. So comedy, you guys are comics, so obviously you're gonna skew more towards comics. Being PC, is there responsible? Or you guys feel responsible for being PC or just being funny?
Be funny.
It depends on the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Just reading the room.
I mean, no. Well, if you had to do a clean show,
Yeah.
Kid show or whatever, you gotta keep it in that line of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some places don't want you to curse. Some people they don't want you to curse, and then they also don't want you to have racy subject matter.
Yeah.
So like it's a weird thing with that. But like in a regular comedy club, like you should be able to say whatever you want.
Yeah.
it's hard. You know, I just did this comedy show at Emory University, but it was like for kids. They not Christian yet, but like they're trying to get them to.
You said Christian, yeah, like they about to get drafted.
Like a lot of them may not know God. No, but you're just trying to. A lot of them.
You went to the scout camp.
Coming from the Book of Corinthians, we got standing 6'2".
And then with the first election of Mississippi Baptist.
But like I'm just saying, like for me, clean show. Do I go up there and just be me? Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to figure out. I have to be me. Like if I do a lot of Christian shows.
Yeah.
So like, is gay considered clean or not clean? Like I know it sounds crazy because it's so much controversy.
Because I felt uncomfortable for you when you just said that.
But I was like, bump it. Like I'm just gonna be myself.
Yeah.
Did I get a little backlash after? Maybe some kids may come up to me and talk to me, but like that's my purpose though.
Yeah.
Like I like when they ask questions like, how can you be gay but you still talk about God and you a Christian? But like I'm myself. Like I have my relationship with God.
I want to piggyback off of that because I'm not even telling jokes at this point right now. That's kind of the reason why I kind of side-eyed the church because I'm like, look, this is we a open country, whatever. Yes, there's some gay members, yes, some straight members. I'm like, but I hate it when pastors would get up there and then read from the Bible and like just down talk, gay people, and then like most of the congregation, I'm like, nigga, your deacon like.
Clapping and all that
Be
shit.
yeah, it's not
I'm
fair.
Like Eskimo brothers.
I'm like you being a whole hypocrite right now. Like that's kind of why I side-eyed the church for a long time for that, and I still kind of do. Cause I'm like, look, like we at a different time, my nigga. Like you read from this Bible, but like you gotta just be respectful of your church members. So like you say, you do Christian shows. I'm like, they know what they're getting themselves into when they book.
Like
you.
when they know that,
They know that.
But I realize if you're confident in it,
Yeah.
It makes them see it different. Like because when I'm doing my comedy, I'm trying to reach the people that may have a kid that's gay that may be ashamed to tell people like, I'm just like your child. So when I do my jokes, like that's my purpose to let them know like you may be that mother that I'm going through the same. My mama went through the same thing you did, or my. So that's what I do. Like that's my purpose, like to get it out there. Like it's okay, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like eventually, like when I got married to a woman, like. A lot of my family was like, I'm not coming to your wedding, blah, blah, blah. By the time that wedding was...
They showed up.
Because they love me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, Dave Chappelle talking about all that gay stuff. At the end of the day, like, I know that if it came down to it, like, he gave that transgender a chance. Like he didn't have. If he really didn't like it, you really think he could be doing that? Even giving
on the grand
Daphne
stage.
attention?
A grand stage, like you open the
People are looking. That mean they're digging for the wrong in him because he just.
That's what I'm saying when I go digging for conversations and different opinions, because we have a tendency to have a friend group cultivated by our interests and our beliefs. So it's an echo chamber of things that we agree upon. So I think it's important to find rooms or places where people don't agree, but you can have respectful conversations. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, because like I try to look at it from a person in those shoes that said, okay, I'm looking at it from this perspective and where's the offense? I looked at the bits like 2-3 times and I haven't found it. I thought he was being respectful, still being a comic and speaking on a very serious matter at the same time, but they reduced it to, I've seen basically the two main arguments was reducing transgender people down to genitalia, and then the other side is making it, this is coming from the black trans community, saying he reduced the trans community to and versus make it a black white thing.
I mean, he surgically went in on these people, like strategically.
He's so smart. That's what it's hard to argue with a smart person.
Bring light to other issues.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because my thing is like with the black and the white thing, or even with police violence. Like you were talking about a safe place to have a disagreement. America's not really built for that. Like it's a funny thing that they've done where if you disagree with something, somebody else could make you wrong. Anyway, like, all right, we upset because police killing us or whatever, right? Yeah, we hate police. We anti-police. You know what I mean? Like, but no, you're against police killing us. We're not anti-police. Everybody want police. You just don't want bad police.
It's ironic you said that, because this is like the algorithms of all these social platforms. It makes us basically follow people that we agree with, and we don't see opposing opinions at this point in time unless you seek it out yourself. And there's no gray area anymore. And I always tell people, I'm a black and white person myself, but there are like places and nuances. There are nuance that happens where it's like you said, I don't agree with black people getting killed or treated a certain way by police officers, but I don't hate police officers. But we operate in a vacuum of everything's to an extreme. So it's like either you love police or you don't. Like, no, it's not true. But that's how politics are run, and that's like the algorithm too. So how do we fix that? And
me being on that side, and that's crazy that you say that, because everybody looking in, but like me being on that side of the field, like far as like police is, like some of that stuff is like, oh no, now that's, you took it too far. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not a police anymore because some of that anxiety and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then like sometimes you just see whatever happened then, the bad part, but like some stuff happened before you, like.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like you said, the media only shows the bad no matter what. Like,
well, even different media channels, you got to figure out what side of the field they're playing on, and then understand. You have to be smart as a consumer of what they're projecting.
I mean, also like Dave said, this probably a special, maybe 2 specials ago. He's like, the feminist movement is full of shit. He's like, because Breonna Taylor got killed and none of them showed up to her fucking thing to defend her. He's like, they only march for themselves, like, and it's mostly white women. He's like, they never show up for black women. And I'm like, when you look at it, you're like, Breonna Taylor shit still unsolved. I mean, they know who did it, but these motherfuckers moved somewhere else, got a job, and life went on. Like, nobody's still been brought to justice for that.
Yeah. And
like, I'm like, damn, like maybe this valid point.
Yeah,
valid point.
I mean, I think that speaks to his brilliance, though, as a.
So he already winning on them. Like, they were mad at him
from
too.
From a philosophical point.
Yeah, they were mad at him too, and then like everybody wasn't all about it, but like this one, they like, all right, nigga, you went too far.
All right, who is the they think they went too far? Because there's a difference between getting a lot of attention.
I'm not just talking about gay people. I'm just talking about just everything's sensitive now. Like it's sensitivity. People can't, like what Dave said. He said you're too brittle. Yeah. You're too brittle. I miss them old school gays. The ones with their mouth open, they look confused.
Yeah, everybody is.
I'm gonna be on some real stuff. When he said that, mouth open and confused, y'all all had a person that came to your mind, didn't you? Yep. Okay, I just make sure I wasn't the only one.
RuPaul used to look like that all the time. I'm like, yeah, this nigga mouth was always open. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's the old school. Like, I'm just, I'm not bashing, but I'm like, it's just an observation.
I mean, but that's the brilliance of comedy.
the gays I grew up with. I grew up around.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. I mean, that's a great observation. Like that's
They wasn't sensitive about it. First off, they wasn't. It's different now. I don't know.
gay people like those gays that I grew up with. They were funny as shit. Like you try to roast them, they get your ass back. You like,
But they'll
all right,
light
nigga,
you
win.
up.
You win.
They'll light you
yeah,
up.
and they funny.
Yeah.
And you were afraid to actually say anything stupid to them because they beat your ass. Yes.
And then too, I feel like
they
there's
would beat
no
your ass.
unified shows no more. Like nobody watches the same news. Nobody has the same information.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you said, like you got these stations where it's a side. You know what I mean? Where I get to hear from the criminal.
Yeah.
And this whole news station will tell me how this criminal dude is right, his criminal acts is right, and all that.
Yeah.
Change the channel. This station is telling how this criminal dude's acts is all wrong.
Yeah.
But there's nobody in the middle.
Just being objective. I mean, that's what the news is supposed to be. It's supposed to be objective and then let the audience decide, right?
That's gone.
But now it's ratings and sensationalism, and that's what our algorithms and social media and all these different things have turned into. There is no minutia anymore.
I mean, look at what's going on now. These kids ain't never in school. What they learning from social media? These fuckers ain't never in school. They got a break every week. Fall break.
I don't have kids, so
Pre-fall
yeah,
break.
you put me on.
Early winter break, after winter break. Like these niggas, they ain't never in school. So like, I call the police all day. I'm like, and I see any kid outside of school in school hours, I call the fucking police. I'm like, nah, I had to go to school. Get your ass in school. Like that shit pisses me off.
And,
so
and
bad.
what's funny, like you don't care about the education. You like, I just want you to have the same struggle I did.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
some real
like,
parent
go to
stuff.
school. Like fuck.
Yo, I just thought about you walking around your hood with the yellow vest on and your cell phone out. Like,
What's that meme? The dude on the phone.
yeah, like that. Like,
Like, hey, there's one over here in the
They
skateboard.
shit for like holding the line up.
That's me. I'm
Or
just
the
that
other
asshole.
dog.
I mean, these kids ain't they ain't learning shit. To me, I mean, I learned more off of YouTube after graduation than I learned in school.
Facts.
It's just me. I mean,
Facts.
I do my own research. You know what I mean, YouTube need to start handing out degrees because I definitely deserve.
Oh,
them.
don't say that publicly, man, because that's gonna be another fee.
get your YouTube degree.
YouTube degree. I mean, it's just research, but like I said, like it's
All
just
right, we're gonna have to file the copyright on that.
yeah, copyright. It's just like, you know, everything's different now. This ain't the 90s no more. This ain't the 80s no more. We in a different time period. So things are changing. People don't like change. That's why people are, you know, doing what they're doing.
Well, can we speak to some of the good of with this change in evolution in times of like people speaking towards mental health, being more accepting in different lanes? Do you guys have any of that you like to talk about?
Mental health.
Mental health. Oh, just like well, you know, we say when you make the parallel to like old school gays and you know people from a different time period, right? They can't even as men, like we're taught to be tough, hold everything in, and just stay strong. Whereas now it's an act of strength to be vulnerable and speak to your things that makes us unsettled or our anxieties and stuff like that.
It helps that we get to be open, you know, more now than ever. That's cool. I mean, have you ever seen a dude that hadn't cried in a long time cry? You ever seen this?
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's a bad one too, cause like it's kind of funny at times. Cause you ever seen a person that cry funny?
I think all dudes cry for y'all bust out crying. It's just like awkward.
You ever seen a dude with a deep voice cry? I'm sorry. I like how we try to.
But it hit so deep, like what Morris Chestnut when he cried on Best Man.
I told
I
him
was
not to do
like-
that shit again. I'm like, bro, don't you ever cry like that again, dog. You hear me? Like
Hey, when Morris Chestnut cried, that took everything out of me. Like I couldn't
he
even
held it in
sleep
the whole
that night.
movie. Held it. I knew when he twitched his arm, I'm like, oh, this nigga about to cry.
Oh man,
And
look.
he broke down. I'm like, yeah.
I just like to point out. I like the fact how we tried to start talking about mental health and awareness, and then
We
like
comics.
open it. Yeah, I know it's hard. It's hard.
Morris Chestnut hit that.
Yeah,
My shit is Cuba Gooding, motherfucking. What is that?
Boys in the Hood.
yeah.
Hey, I just saw a dope meme the other day. It's like, yo, he did that just so he can get to the box. He had to cry for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to cry. I mean,
bring it
Hey, but
like
she
you
brought
said,
it to him. She's like, and then he's in the hug. soft right here.
Well, like she said, like dudes, like we have a terrible. We cry terribly. Like I try to just let the tears fall without like my mouth. I cry like Kim Kardashian.
It's like you have to move out of the way when dudes cry. They
I cry like Kim Kardashian. Like my shit ugly.
Y'all be dropping to y'all knees. Like I'm like, God.
Why you turn to an R&B video?
Yeah, that's why. Like the past year, like due to COVID, I did have to go to a lot of funerals. But I'm glad we got to wear masks because now I don't want y'all to see what I'm doing behind this fucking mask because it's terrible.
Fam, I can't cry with a mask on.
Shit, I can't.
Dude,
Y'all always lean over like this too. Nigga gotta rub y'all on the back and stuff.
We ain't trying to show our face.
The best line is the NBA Finals when niggas lose, put the towel over their head.
oh man.
No, soul food. What my boy name? Ahmad.
Oh,
Y'all knew that what Big Mama wanted.
that and no, it's one more. That's the greatest cry of all time. That's my quarterback.
Oh man. I think it was the shades that made it worse.
That's my quarterback.
It's the dark shades, and then you got the gleam of the tear off the cheek. Like you got good skin and crying.
Crying Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Crying Jordan.
Yeah.
They turned this nigga into a meme twice. He cried at Kobe's funeral.
Right, and he said they got me again.
How you crying meme yourself crying, nigga? Like I don't know how you do that.
Ain't nostalgia, man. They remade Lion King. He can run it back. He can't get back in
Jordan can't cry nowhere ever for the rest of his life.
Man, he can't even retire once. He had to do it twice.
Man, Jordan can't cry.
Yeah, that was him coming back with the 4-5.
God forbid if Jordan were to pass away soon, it would be crying Jordans all over the internet, nigga. It would be.
Damn, you right.
Yep.
It would be.
You right.
I'm not in this interview.
Just knowing how.
What you just identify as invincible? Invincible?
I'm inconspicuous.
I'm just putting it out there, just like y'all seen how insensitive the internet can be. These niggas.
Look how insensitive we just became trying to be sensitive.
We talking about mental health and then
Now we roasting Jordan death.
But Black Twitter,
Oh my God.
they're ruthless. Black Twitter would get you. Like just,
Absolutely.
but mental health is
yeah, mental health is serious.
It's serious. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But the fact remains that dudes cry ugly. We do, we do. We lean over like she just did. It's true.
Hey, when you cry, your glasses get foggy?
Yeah, they do. I take them off.
That's worse. Yeah. All right, so that's like, all right, that's the caveat. So I have this thing. I don't like to argue with people with glasses because I don't like having an argument with people that have, what did I say, props. Fam, you ever argue with some, all right, lay this out. You ever argue with somebody that got a cigarette and they hit that flick of the,
anything that you could slap off me during an argument, I'm taking off. Like my hat, glasses, everything. Like, bro, you ain't about to slap nothing off because now we got to fight after that. Man.
Yeah, like it's, all right, you got somebody slap your hat to the side like that. You can't say
like you can't let them get away. If somebody flip your hat out like you're
like, now we gotta fight.
And don't let people be around. But
you slid your hat off.
It's like getting a whipping like you talked back to your mom that one time because everybody was there.
Yeah.
Then you like, dang, why did I do this?
I got it in reverse.
Hey, remember that whipping?
My friends were right there. I'm like, I always want to hit somebody. Why did I say that?
Yeah. And it's the crying voice too.
Yeah.
You crying? You got something to say? No. POP, hold it down. Remember that shit?
That's funny.
Oh man. At least Jordan got the fall back on I'm like the greatest basketball player of all time, and I have so many iconic
Greatest shoes of all time.
No, but just think about it, if he was just a meme. Like, can you imagine being the person that was ooh when I came down? Like that's your legacy, bro.
Right.
Like you better not say that at my funeral. I don't know.
Maybe you find him and do
or
a post.
POP hold it down. Like
she in jail. Yeah, she gone.
She's still in jail?
Yeah.
Oh, you looked her up?
No, she
I
got
want to see
life.
her internet history now.
She got life.
Oh, she got life?
Yeah. She did something like real fucked up, but she just got into like.
Damn, this got serious real quick.
When I
POP
came
got
down,
famous and got life in jail.
When I came down, ooh, shit. It's like I don't know what I'm doing.
Man, niggas will get famous
I mean-
and go to jail for life though.
I mean, what I'm saying though is what I'm saying is you don't want that to be your legacy or the speech at the funeral. Like you don't want that to be the most important thing on the dash. Your birth year, your death year, and then the most important thing on the dash.
R.I.P. to this man when he came down.
Right.
Get out of here, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, we can wrap. This is not. I'm glad you guys came and talk shop with me and everybody in the audience. I appreciate you guys. Don't let this be the last time you guys come here. I really enjoy you guys, and I appreciate you. If you think we got it right, leave it in the comments. If you think we got it wrong, take it to the comments. Say it with your chest. Be respectful as possible, and we come back for another one. We appreciate you for your time and your energy. This is live from the living room. Peace.
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 Look, she said.